Hello, hello. How's it going, everybody? You know who it is. My name is Sunwoo, and welcome to, I believe it's only my third live stream. First thing first, if you can't hear me or anything, let me know in the comments. Although if you can't hear me, you won't hear me saying this. But either way, if I'm too quiet or there's no sound in any way, please let me know. Anyway, we're unboxing first. There doesn't need to be any sound. So let's just go ahead. I obviously ripped all the labels off, and I gotta make sure that I get the bill from the inside as well. All right. Yeah, so it arrived, I think 2 hours ago or so. I ordered straight away when it was online. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay. By the way, I always found unboxings pretty weird. Ah! Haha! All right. I pulled the cable out. Well, that was just to get you a little more nervous about this unboxing. So, here we go. I hope now everything is working. This is it. Packaging obviously looks nice. It's teenage engineering, after all. Let's get this in focus. The paper thrown away. Yeah, wonderful. The edges are a little pushed in. So for collectors, I guess this kind of thing would upset you guys. If you have this limited edition cover. Anyway, I don't mind it too much. I'm not gonna resell this, most likely. And then you can just pull this out. Wonderful. And then flip it open and ta-da! I mean, you've all seen this thing by now. But let's get this out of here. Come on. Ah, okay, the power switch is stuck up there. It's probably not the prettiest unboxing. I'm no pro unboxer. All right, here we got it. Feels good from what I can say. And of course we got to put these on, which seems to be the tricky bit. What is this? Ah, okay, sticker pack. Nice. Nice. All right. So volume goes here. And then we get to the fader. I am just gonna push the fader on as you are supposed to do it. If it breaks, I guess I'll have to send it back, but I think, you know, if it breaks that easily, then it is not made right. So yeah, it definitely needs force. And I don't know if you can see this properly. Try to focus. I'm gonna push it on a little bit more because it doesn't seem to be on properly yet. Okay. I can feel resistance to the fader. Let's see if this all works properly. Okay. Now let's get the output here connected. Yeah, I know the fader is the precarious issue, but I mean, if they make you put the buttons or the knobs on and it breaks while putting them on, I guess that is really not my fault. Okay, I'm gonna try to power this from the OP1 because I heard it's supposed to be possible. Yes. So, yeah, I guess now it's time for a first impressions. I like the weight of it, so it does feel substantial, unlike a normal pocket operator, which definitely feels a lot lighter. There is heft to this. Oh, the fader's working. Yes, nice. Yeah, so I don't get jumping values so far from what I can see. Yeah, that's nice. Let's turn these here. Okay, volume. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Anyway, so. Okay. This is assigned to the volume so far. Please let me know if the volume of this is okay for you. Definitely a lot of fun for finger drumming, although these are not your MPC pads. I like the clickiness, I like the feel of playing them. Yeah, pretty cool. I could do this now for an hour and it's a lot of fun. Oh, thanks, Peter, for pointing that out. I hope the focus is better now. Yeah, sounds so far nice. I will definitely have to open the manual in order to know what's going on with this because, yeah, I haven't been binge watching tutorials yet. So I know we've got different groups, 4 different groups for different samples. So how about we try to get our own sample in it? And I'm gonna get that from the OP1. I've got a sample in my tape that I want to use. Thanks, Peter. Good to know. All right. So if we want to sample something, I guess we click sample. And then we select a key. So left, right, yes. Wait a second. I will consult the manual. So enter sample mode. Press sample. Okay, so record a sound, press sample to enter sample mode. You will see all buttons light up. The LEDs will blink to let you know you are in sample mode. Press and hold a pad while in sample mode to start recording your sample. No, okay, okay. The input seems to be... Ah, okay. Here I can turn the input level up. I've got a heavily sped up sample because it's longer than 20 seconds and the sample limit here seems to be 20 seconds, so that's why I did this. All right. So now we've got a sample on this pad. And now, of course, we want to try chop this sample up. And I'm gonna, in order to do that, I press Shift and sample again. And now I gotta select the group that I want to chop to. I select group D. And now I can decide the number of slices with plus and minus. I want 12 slices. And now the question is, how do I confirm this now? Yeah, that's the question now. How do I assign this? Anyway, what I'm gonna do now is I think probably I gotta go into the sound mode to edit these start and end points. Ah, okay. So pressing sound, I can... Ah, cool. All right, so I didn't really use the display before, but if I go into sound edit mode by pressing Shift and sound, I can actually go through the different editing modes with plus and minus. It is relatively intuitive. I thought at first when looking at the manual that it was quite convoluted and such, but for now, sitting down with it, it isn't too difficult, it seems. So now I want to trim the samples. Can I also pitch them here? Or I need to do that per group probably, so I'll try to do that in the fader mode. I select pitch and... so what's... I don't quite understand why there is a tune and a pitch parameter. Anyway, I hope you're not all super bored out of your heads so far. I'm gonna edit the sound now. And apparently you can fine adjust using the shift button and the knobs. Yeah, so that seems to work. I would like to be able to pitch this down further, but I don't know yet how. So I'm just gonna hunt for some snippets. I just want the end of this. Ah, this part of the sample sounds nice. Yeah. Alright, I've got some rough chops. Let's once again look at what is up with the pitch. Alright. Let's try to record something. All right. So I'm not noticing any velocity sensitivity right now, so let me quickly check if I can find that in the manual in order to enable that. Ah, I see. It's one of those here, I think. Enable velocity sensitivity, I see. Yeah, I'm just trying things out here to see what it can and can't do. So shift and erase gets us into the system settings. And then again, with plus and minus, we can change things. Navigate to somewhere it should say velocity. Ah, okay. Pad first, then enter, and then velocity. So now I can edit the velocity. All right, enter. And now I guess if I press main, I get out of the menu. I mean, I'm just ever so lightly tapping this, and now I'm hitting it hard. The difference is not very strong in my opinion, but I think if you're new to finger drumming, this will actually be a plus point because You know, you get slight variations without completely messing things up. Choose low. I will try to do it. Again, system, pad, velocity, enter. Let's see. Yes, it's much better, you're right. Definitely feels very playable and nice. Now I only gotta learn how to record things, so bear with me. By the way, thanks to you guys watching, I really appreciate it. Only my third live stream, and yeah, this is quite nice. I believe it's probably, most likely you are from the US if you are awake right now, and it's getting late, isn't it? Sorry for the bad timing for my stream. It's really not ideal, but it just worked out that way today. And if I have to quit this stream by any chance, which could be, or if I'm screaming out in pain, I have herniated discs, so I can't sit for too long and things might go wrong. Just a warning. Anyway, now I want to try to find... Oh, nice. Hope you're enjoying. All right. So... Great. Hello to Vietnam from Japan. All right. Record a beat. So we hold record and then we can change the length. Okay. And so that's the length. It's set. Now I want to change the BPM as well to something hip-hoppy. Maybe this. Yeah, I think this could be a good addition to the original OP1. So I've got the speed set, I got the pattern length. What else can I do? Let's just try it out. Okay, should have recorded longer, isn't it? All right. Well, we all live and we learn, and now I gotta learn how to erase a pattern. And that is the question. Erase pattern. So. Okay. No, that doesn't work. Erase plus A, you say? Ah, thanks. Thanks a lot, man. Okay. Do I have to hold it? Or what do I have to do? Okay, so do I have to hold it for the whole duration of the pattern? Wonderful. And because I am a bad finger drummer, I will make this shorter. All right, let's try again. Alright, that worked out. Okay, now let's go to my sample group. And here I don't want any sensitivity. So I turn this down again. And back to main. Let's change the level a little bit. Sorry, here. I want to shorten this sound, so I go here and trim it. Now, maybe I want to play this sound pitched now. Let's see. I think I should be pressing this. No. So I take it the fader adjustments are all for group D completely. So they affect all of them, which means that I guess I only have filters per group or on the master, but not on each of the pads. Oh, thanks for pointing that out. That's good to know. Yeah, I'll upload this video when I'm done with the stream for sure. So, low pass filter. I'm not really happy with my slices yet, so sorry if I'm boring you, but I will have to go and adjust something. So this is one thing I'm noticing that's on the cons side. So I've got my sample pitch down because I want to play it in a pitch down fashion. But then if I am adjusting the start and the end time, it is playing it at its original pitch again. Which is a bit annoying. And it feels like also, yeah, So the key here is getting stuck if I press it on the bottom left corner, whereas on the bottom right it's okay. So the way the PCB is aligned, that can happen. But I think with use, that hopefully gets a little bit better. Anyway, back to chopping. Bit. Maybe I shortened it a bit too much. All right. I can see how once you get used to the workflow and how everything works, it's quite quickly to get going with beat making, as it has not a lot of distraction. Let's see what kind of sounds we have in these other groups. These sounds sound so Teenage Engineering. Yeah. All right. Now I want the velocity sensitivity again. So what I like is that I can go into the menu while the sequencer is running. I think that is, yeah, quite nice. I can make adjustments, change the velocity sensitivity. I don't know if you can change the velocity sensitivity per group or per pad. That would be really nice if that would be possible. Alright, effects. Ah, okay, I can send groups to the effects. So if I change the fader to be controlling the effect send, that means now I should be able to send my drums to the effect or to the reverb. Sorry, I haven't been looking in the chat a lot. Distortion sounds fine to me. Cheers, Novak. Okay, here we've got a master filter. Ah, okay. And then, of course, I can change the settings for the master effect here. It's silly of me not to test that out. So now my drums are going through the master filter. And I can change. Ah, nice. Actually, the chorus sounds really cool as well. Oh, wow. So, these effects don't sound too shabby in my ears. So here we've got the drive amount. And then a tone control, I guess. Just a little bit of drive on the drums sounds nice. Let's see the reverb color and length of the reverb. It's a lot of fun twisting these. Alright, did I miss? Okay, we have a compressor. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a compressor at the after these effects anyway, isn't there? Is there some kind of master compressor at the end apart from this effects group? Maybe here. So what can we do here? Output. So what is this? Speed, drive. Yeah, so that should be the master compressor, I guess. Oh. So I don't need a compressor on my normal effects. Let's go. Okay, now here is the master compressor. Okay, so if you press shift in effects, hey Jorb. I mean, I'm by no means an expert on compressors or anything like that, but so far I think everything sounds really nice. It doesn't sound cheap, you know. In the older Teenage Engineering devices, there was always like one or two effects didn't sound right. And in this so far, I like everything. It might not be your, VST plugin Valhalla reverb or something, but it sounds nice. Yeah, I mean, definitely cranking this compressor is fun. All right. Of course, I won't be able to play anything in key for you. Let me see what I have here. So right now, the output of the OP1 is just going into the input. Let's go. So what else should I explore? Any questions? Ah, loop effects. Thanks for pointing that out, Chad. Effects plus tempo. Ah, shift plus tempo. Okay, so loop position can be changed with this one, and loop length. And then I guess you can always perform live to it and then turn off the loop again. So how shift and main is to commit. Okay, and now I created a new scene or whatever they call it, I guess. And if I press erase and D, I'm deleting the pattern for this group. All right, now I got it. Okay. I should be able to reverse samples as well, probably, in the edit menu. So what can I do here in the group settings? Don't want to mess it all up completely. Yeah, that's what I'm asking myself. I hope I can reverse, because I mean, that's something you want to do with samples, isn't it? So, where is it? Sound edit. Oh no, no reverse. Well, I guess then I gotta throw it in the trash now. There's nothing to be done about this if there's no reverse. No. Still, I mean, so far it's fun. Definitely a fun device. Trim cannot invert. Ah. I believe you can transfer a backup of the whole unit to the computer though, right? You might not be able to save save a whole lot on the device. I don't know. I haven't looked into it yet. I wanted to go unbiased into this as much as possible. So what's sound? Ah, okay, so okay, here I can pan it. But can someone answer that? Can answer me that? So these settings for the specific sounds that I'm in now. So when I press Shift and Sound and edit the panning, for example, that's probably nothing I can record into the sequencer, right? That's the difference to the old pocket operator, if I understand that correctly. Let's see. No. So that's only after the fact. So I guess that's that's actually one thing that I wanted to get into. I'll probably make a proper review of this. But one thing from watching other videos and looking at the manual a little bit, that this is not really like the old pocket operator in that you don't have the step sequencer that you have in the other pocket operators where you have the lights and you say, okay, on step number 1, I want my kick drum. On step number 5, I want a snare drum, because you can't just select the step and put a sound on it. You can do that in a bit of a faffy way, in my opinion, by skipping through the sequence in steps like this, and then I guess pressing record and entering a sound, which is a completely different workflow. But I think for people that are looking for the workflow of the older pocket operators, this might be a bit of a letdown, in my opinion. I don't know, what do you guys think about it? It's definitely a very different workflow. Yeah, I know, it's how the old MPCs did it, and at the time I didn't really like it. We'll see if I get to grips with this, but it's definitely a fun device. So let's see what else can we do here. I'm gonna erase this quickly. Yeah, the sticky keys are a thing. Yeah, and I don't like that the velocity, at least in my opinion, can't be changed per pad, because I want my drums to be velocity sensitive and I want my samples to be just full on. And if I want to make this pattern longer now, I guess it won't probably duplicate what's already in. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so that's how it works. So if I make a pattern longer, it won't just duplicate what's in there. Hold Shift and erase, then just type 300 off. Ah, okay. Thanks, Matthew. Now I got what you mean. So there are shortcuts of getting into the menu settings. That's good to know. Okay. One thing that I like is that I can skip through my pattern and, let's say, start from the middle of the pattern, which is something the old pocket operators wouldn't allow you to do. So even if you work in longer sequences, you could easily, you know, get your work done. By the way, if I would have known that I can only go so far down with the pitch, I wouldn't have sped up the sample as much when sampling into the pocket operator or into the KO. Yeah, larger pitch range is something that I would wish for, because I always like to pitch samples down quite a lot, and especially if you want to play in longer samples and therefore have to pitch them up first, you want a larger pitch range in order to adjust it later on. So what's the mod parameter? Also, we got a vibrato. I 100% agree with you, Job. No resampling, something that really annoys me, something that annoyed me in the OPZ already. It's just so much fun to resample something and add more effects on top of it. It would be an easy way to overcome the limitations of having just one effect. Yeah, that's pretty annoying for sure. Now I want to try something else, so I can do some kind of repeating of notes, I believe. How do I do that? Okay. Yeah, that's something I wanted to do. And yes, I'm gonna do this the complicated way and go into the menu. But so what I want to do is now with velocity on, get a repeat effect like this. And so I can change the timing of this, right? How do I change this? Triplets. Okay. Something that I don't get is okay. Cool. So I can do repeats, and I've also got these pitched in keys mode. I was wondering why only this one was lighting up. That's because I was in keys mode. Yeah, let's put this one. works again. Okay. Alright, let's continue making whack-ass beats here. I'm gonna try to look for something else that I can add to this. I like that you at least have the fader to send different amounts of send volume to the effects from the group, so that's pretty cool. So now you can hear that the bass is mainly the thing that's on the chorus. Oh yeah, recording fader effects, that's a good idea. So what do we go with? Low pass filter on the sample first. That wasn't right. So go to main, fader, low pass filter, okay. This is not working. Ah, because here is my sample. And on the drums, maybe we could play with the attack and release of the sounds. That could be interesting. Oh yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I like the attack parameter. Let's play with the release. Definitely, these can be very performative. As you can hear, you can easily produce a breakdown of sorts. So, and then, for example, if I now go into, let's say, the tune, I don't know if there's the possibility to immediately revert to the original state other than sliding back up. That would be something I would like. So I could also pan all my drums. Which is not something I want to do. Thanks, Job. Shift plus fader resets to the middle, so that means I could now drums down. Or maybe that only works when it's not recorded. Let's see. Let's do it with this. Ah, that is cool. Yeah, thanks. That's really nice. Holding erase and fader button. Okay, so there's a lot of yeah. So erase plus fader erases the recorded movements, and shift plus fader resets it to the middle position. Thanks, Job. I should have read the manual beforehand, but this way you can help me. And I think yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's very performative, so you know, very immediate. So what if that's something I want to try out now. So let's say I want to send this whole group first completely to the effects, and then I switch to another parameter. Does the effect send stay at maximum value when I switch over without recording it? So now my drums are all being sent to the chorus on maximum value because the fader is up and I've got effect selected. Now if I jump to the low pass filter, for example, oh yes, it stays at maximum value. So now I can also filter this down. I could also change the attack. And now my drums have all kinds of different fader adjustments, and I can press shift and fader. That is definitely genius. Yep, that is great. So I can see how the workflow works a little bit better now, because I think if you don't have the unit in your hands and are just looking at the manual, it really is a little complicated, but I can see it just makes sense, you know. It feels very intuitive, and I can do a lot of the things that I wish I could do when I'm finding them out. So that's really nice, yeah. All right, let's change the effect again. Okay, and here I can see the values for both of the faders. So this circle is the left one, and this one is the right one. By the way, cheers. Let's take the bass away from the send. Okay, so I adjusted the pitch of this group with the fader earlier, and if you do the fader reset, of course it only resets for the current group, and now I've changed to this group where my sample is on, and I reset the fader, so now the pitch of the sample is high again. Okay, and I guess this is supposed to be a time stretch, so... What is this? Yeah. Also interesting, I think can also be used for performance. Now my question would be, can you also just reset a single one of the fader assignments per group? So let's say I've changed level, pitch, and time, but I only want to reset the time. And again, I apologize for the repetitiveness of the sound. God, every time I do this wrong. What else should I check out? Any suggestions of features you want me to test out? Well, in terms of lo-fi effects, I guess there is the mod effect, some kind of pitch mod warble here. How do I mute the sounds? Solo them, I think here. Or Shift and pad will... okay. But it doesn't work per group, am I right? Because shift and group doesn't seem to solo the group. Nice. Okay, so here we've got the mod parameter. This is kind of a lo-fi tape warble, I guess, if you want lo-fi effects. And then we have the end of chain compressor that I've just cranked now, of course. Give it a bit of distortion again. Okay. It seems like I'm already MIDI controlling something here. Or what is happening? Yeah. Okay, so USB MIDI seems to be on board because I've got these two connected via MIDI, via USB, and I seem to be sending MIDI messages, so... Again, just messing around. Let's high pass this one. Let's not high pass this one. I like the distortion effect. Again, we can pan it around. Maybe a little bit intense, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, so. Well, again, thank you guys for watching this for so long. While I'm exploring this, it's definitely a lot of fun. I thought I would cut the stream a lot shorter, but I'm enjoying myself. Nevertheless, my back is hurting me a lot while doing this. I gotta lie down after this. But one thing I want to test out is I haven't even checked out the punch-in effects. I mean, what am I doing here? Yes. Oh, nice. Damn, these are really, really nice. Yeah, another 2 hours of punch-in fun for sure. So, and in case you didn't know yet, these are velocity sensitive. So the harder I push, the slower this one plays, for example. I don't know if all of them are. And I guess I can combine multiple of them. Or can I not? I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Pressure is sensitive on the lower part of the keys. I saw that in the little promo pictures there. There only seem to be these, what are they, force sensitive resistors at the bottom. Oh. Ah, okay. High pass and low pass as a band. Oh, yeah. Nice trick, thanks. Wow. That is genius. So you can see the high pass filter filters the low frequencies to the right, and low pass filters out the high frequencies coming from the right side, and together they make a band pass, and you can shift it around with velocity. That is genius. Thanks. And here we've got a bit crusher. Wow. Yeah. Performability on this one is really on another level, and then combine that with all the fader movements and such. It's a lot of fun for sure. Yeah. I mean, I can see this being a really big hit for Teenage Engineering. I mean, it already is seemingly, but the playability is very nice, and so far my fader seems to be working, so it's going up, and when it comes to the middle, all of these are flashing to indicate that I'm right in the middle, and then I go down. Yeah, pretty nice. Ah, okay, so I can do a quick main +1, and I can switch to the other scene. Wait. Ah, okay. Now and again, then we've got the loop as well, the loop mode. Ah, okay. So that doesn't work. It seems that I cannot use the loop mode and the... Thanks, 96. It seems that I can't use the loop mode at the same time with punch-in effects, if I'm not mistaken. So, because if I press effects now, I can do it. Yes! So that's great. But what if I want to change the length of the loop now? Yeah, that now adjusts my master or my effect settings. So I go to loop, create a loop, and now if I hit effects, I can change punch-in effects. But if I turn these knobs, I'm not changing the loop length anymore, but rather my distortion effect, which is not, you know, it would be cool if I could go into the loop mode and then change my loop around, do punch-in effects with one hand, and then change the loop length. That would be quite cool. But never mind. Still cool. So screen looks distracting. Personal preference. I think it looks amazing. But yeah, I see what you're saying. That's for Instagram, the screen. All right. I think I'm gonna leave it here because I don't want to be a cripple after this, and sitting is not good for the back. So, yes. Yeah. Do any of you have slipped discs, herniated discs? Let me know down in the comments. Geriatric music stream. It definitely is a whole lot of fun, I can tell you that much. Yeah. Is there anything else I want to try out? Quick verdict. Great music making machine, very immediate, and I think I can see a lot of people churning out beats really quickly with this. Once you got all the settings down and familiarized with yourself, with the parameters and what you can and cannot do, I think it's super capable. What I can see in the long run happening is the screen will definitely be super scratched. I mean, this seems like just plastic to me, so unlike a glass screen on the OP1 Field, this one will scratch over time. But I think just like, you know, old Game Boys and such, it will still look nice. Yeah, it's a nice looking and feeling device. I'm very glad that the fader works so far. I will keep you updated if it craps out on me. Oh yeah, ambient on it would also be very fun. Sending notes from Tombola, yeah, I could imagine. And yes, fun is a massively underrated feature, Benjamin. I definitely agree with you, and this delivers fun for sure, because sometimes in the OP1, for example, so many people get frustrated with it when they buy it because they think they can easily make beats and edit them, and then they learn the tape workflow and yeah, just get frustrated because everything takes time if you want to work in loops and in patterns on the OP1 Field. I think it's just not really made for that, or at least to me there are better devices for that. And this one is very much the opposite of it. Yeah, you can make patterns, but it's also very fluid. The pocket operators, of course, are all, every pattern has the same length, or rather every track within a pattern has the same length. Here, I could decide to give my groups different pattern lengths as far as I understand it, which is pretty cool. Something I gotta get into in future videos. But yeah. So that's it. Again, I gotta lie down now. Thanks to all of you so much for watching the stream, and thanks for helping me out with the stream, especially because without you, I wouldn't have found a lot of these functionalities because the manual is a little bit obtuse. So thanks a lot for that, helping me out make this stream happen. And yeah, it's a great device. I hope some of you are impatiently waiting for yours to arrive, and I've kindled a little bit of excitement, and I hope you enjoy yours when you get it. I hope your fader works and everything works fine. And yeah, hope to see you in the next video. Until then, have a wonderful time. Peace.